work on getting your Mac set up for your use going forward. So the first thing you're going to do is turn it on. Where you do that, it's already on, but there's a button on the left-hand side. There's a little round button. You just push on that till the light comes on, so you kind of see the screen have a light, or you see the apple. Then you will get your sign-in screen. You're going to use your student ID number is going to go for name, and then password is going to be your date of birth. 2 digits for month, 2 digits for the day, and 2 digits for the year. Then once you're in, we're going to work on setting up your screen. So the first thing we're going to do is enable your mouse. So we're going to go over here to System Preferences, this little gray gear looking thing, and we're going to click on that. That's going to open up this screen. You're going to select mouse. Yours will be set so it looks like this. So what you want to do is on the right one, you're going to click on it and you're going to select secondary button. So it should look like this. Primary button is on your left and secondary button is on your right. That'll allow you to right click. And then if your mouse is being a little challenging, you can move this tracking speed around to kind of adjust that. And then when you're done, you're going to click this little red X and that's going to be closed. The next thing we want to set up is your docking station down here and make sure that we have all of your navigation apps and then the apps that we're going to be using a lot this year so that it's easier for you to find them instead of having to go searching for them all the time in the Finder. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to click on the Finder, the little blue and white face over here, the little Picasso looking thing. You're going to set it to columns. Yours is probably going to be set this way and there won't be anything in here. I'm using my computer, so I have a lot in here. But you want to be in columns, which is the third one from the left. You're then going to select applications and it's going to populate it with all the apps that are loaded into your computer. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on this side on the application and then it's going to populate over here and we're going to use this middle column. So if the first one I want is Adobe Audition, I'm going to click on Adobe Audition. You're going to pick the most current year here. Mine, the most current is 2018. You may have 20, 21, 22, whatever you have. Just click on the most current one. So I'm going to click on that. And then it populates and it gives you the icon and then some installation things. So we're going to grab the icon and you're just going to drag it down and make sure you put it in between two icons on the dock. If you try to put it on top of one, that won't work. Just move it around till it gets in between and then let go and then it'll sit there. So that's Adobe Audition. You're also going to do Adobe Illustrator. If you can't read it, go down to the bottom of this first column. You'll see these two lines here and then just drag it over so you can see, make it a bigger window. I'm going to select Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to grab that image from the middle column. I'm going to drag and drop it between two. There you go. Now I'm going to look for Photoshop, and that is right here. So I'm going to grab the Photoshop image, pop that here. That didn't work, so I'm going to do it again. It's being persnickety, and now I'm going to do it again over here. So now that's there, and then the last one I want is Premiere Pro. Click on that, and I'm going to grab that and put that here. So fabulous. Now, if you end up having one of these icons on your desktop, just go ahead and drag that to the trash. You don't want it, you don't need that up here. You only want it down here on the dock. The next thing I want to do is organize my dock. So I want to have the 3 navigation tools that I'm going to use on here. So we definitely have to have Google. I want that in the first position. We are a Google-based district, so we need that to access most of the programs we use. We want to have Firefox next as kind of a backup. You also want to have Safari, which I don't see on here. It kind of looks like a compass. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to search. So I'm just going to scroll down here and look for Safari, and there it is. So I'm going to click on Safari, and then this time it populates a little different. I'm just going to grab the icon, drag it down, drop it on my docking station. And now I'm going to move these apps, these Adobe apps that I downloaded, I'm going to move them over here because I'm going to be using them a lot and I don't want to have to go looking. So I'm going to grab AI and put that there, then AU in alphabetical order, Premiere, and Photoshop. So there you go. Second grade teacher is so proud of your alphabetizing skills. And then I'm going to clean up this doc because I've got a bunch of things on here I don't want. So what I'm going to do is, for example, I don't want Keynote. I'm just going to grab it, drop it, and put it in the trash, remove it from the doc. So I'm going to get rid of Keynote. I'm going to get rid of Numbers. I don't need that. Just drag that over to the trash. I don't need iBooks. I'm going to drag that, I think, to the trash. Pages, where is Pages? I'm going to drag Pages to the trash, did that. I'm going to drag Maps to the trash. I don't need that on my desktop. I'm not getting rid of them, I'm just taking them off there. I don't need reminders, so I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need Skype, so I'm going to put that in the well, Skype doesn't want to go. And then I don't need some of these. I don't need PowerPoints. Oh, hello. So I'm going to drag PowerPoint, put PowerPoint in there, and maybe not. So those are the things I don't need. I'm going to put Pages in here. So some of them will allow you, some of them you won't be able to, but I'm going to clean up the doc and just really have the applications that I use a lot. So I'm going to drop Excel in there, which is not going to let me do. Okay, and that's how we're going to get that done. So then I'm going to go up here now that I've cleaned up my doc, and I just have the apps that are either tethered to that or that I'm going to be using a lot. I'm going to close the applications window, and the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to make some folders that we're going to use going forward. The way you make a folder is on your open desktop. You're going to right click on your mouse, choose new folder, and it's going to put it over there, and you're going to click on it and rename it. And so it's going to be renamed 01, and you're going to make 8 of those folders. So we're just going to go new folder, and I've already done this, so it's going to always sort my stuff over there, which is so nice of it. So, and then when I click it, it's going to put up there. So you're going to make 8 of those folders. If yours doesn't do that, just make a new folder, rename them all, and then the way you'll get your computer to do the same thing is if you right click and say sort by name. So if I say none, then everything's kind of floating around. So if I do a new folder, and I'm going to rename this folder number 3. And then I want all these folders. I want you to have all the folders over here. So what I'm going to do is in a blank space, I'm going to right click, I'm going to click sort by, and then I'm going to sort by name. And then it's going to put everything over here, nice and neat and organized. And that's how you'll get your desktop set up to work going forward.